Alright, so I had somebody on one of the Facebook groups posted this today and was having some trouble with it in Lightburn, so I thought I would just do a quick little video here to help them out. They had wondered why these center sections here were not showing being filled with blue like this area here. And I knew almost immediately what the reasoning was, and it turned out being that these areas here are not solid shapes, they're just lines. So Lightburn will not fill them as a solid shape unless it's a solid shape. It will not fill just lines. So told him that I would just go over here and design it real quick the way I would have attempted to do it, because there's a lot of shapes in here that need fixing. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of a lot of these shapes that I know I'm not going to need, because I'm just going to go ahead and recreate them from scratch using our template below there. I don't want to select that one. There we go. And then let's see if there's any in the middle here I need to get rid of. Yes, there is. So I'll get rid of all of those. And that just leaves me with this one and this one. So instead of creating those ones from scratch again, I'm just going to close those real quick so that I can use those. So for this one, what I'm going to do, since it's already pretty much drawn there where it needs to go, I'm just going to select both of those nodes and then just going to push them with my right arrow key over towards these other ones, because I know that's where they need to ultimately end up. And you can see it's a little bit off from what the original artwork was. So what I might do is just go ahead and adjust these ones to come down. Now if I go like this and join that, and then I grab this one and I join that, it may or may not work, and it didn't. So what I need to do is just come up here and grab my pen tool, and I'm going to turn this blue to line so I can see a little bit better what's going on here. And now that I changed that, let me change this to a color I can see. So let's just use it to red. And now if I go ahead and come in here and see if I can get these to snap in. My escape key. Now if I select all, oh come on now, escape. Get rid of that. So now if I select this and go to edit and go to auto join selected, now let's see if that's still not a fill. So what happened there? So it didn't quite get it. So what I'm going to do is back that back out. Let me select these ones. Get these out of here where I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Now if I come in here, select my path tool. There we go. That one joined. And you see as soon as I get that one over close to that, that closes that path out, and now that's a join. So if I do the same thing with this one, select that, hit my escape key, grab my pick tool, and now that one didn't work. So for some whatever reason, sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I don't really know why. But I'm just going to select both of them and then go up to my auto join and that didn't work. So if I go to close path, and that did not work either. I wonder if it's because, there we go, it's two different colors. There we go. Gotta have them both on the same color layer. So now let's select this one, join that one. There we go. So I didn't have them both on the same color layer, so that's why it was giving me a little bit of fits there. So now I want to go ahead and join those two shapes up. So if I select those two nodes, left arrow key over, go ahead and select both of those, hit my weld. Now those are two, that's one complete shape. So my arrow is done there with what I need to get done with it. So as you can see here, the arrow and the text are going to be the same color. If this is Graves, they're both going to be, say, blue, for instance. So if I change this to blue, and then selected my text, actually I should be able to just go right into fill mode now. So see what happens here with that. And so I don't want that. So what I want to do is I want to select just my text. Try this again. Nope. Come on now. I know what I want to do. Let me ungroup this. Ungroup. There we go. Now I want to select just my text. So to do that, the easiest way with all this stuff in here, that I do it at least, is I just change that to a different color and turn it off to hide it. And then just left click and hold and select across there. And that's going to select all my text. It also selected that line, so if I just hit Control, click on that, that'll get rid of it. Control G to group all that text. Let's go ahead and just remove this line now because I don't need these. Okay. And then I can go ahead and turn my red back on, change that back to my blue to get back to where I'm at here. So now I can just select here, and it's going to be difficult again. This is one thing that I do not really like about Lightburn's latest issue, is if you have another object inside of another object, it is very hard to get it selected. So if I select that, I want to add an offset here, or a separation, so that with this engraves, I get a little bit of separation between the arrow and the text. So to do that, I'm just going to select that text, go in here to my outline tool, and I'm going to put, say, a 0.01225 on there. Let's put 0.02225. Okay, and I want to select my resulting object because that's what I want to select and work with. So when I do that, and then I go and hold down my shift and select the arrow, hit Control B for my Boolean assistant, then I can come up through here and I can go across and see, and there's the result that I want. So if I select that and hit OK, now that's good. If I come back in here and show my red again, change that back to the blue, now that part of it is done and is ready to go. So now I need to work on my circles. So if I come down here and let's just draw my first circle, hold down my Alt key to get it constrained. Now you can see that's going behind that, so I can't see it. But if I just change my color, then it'll bring it back. And actually, I could come over here. If I change that back to blue, if I come over here and change my image like that, then it puts it in front. So it doesn't really matter what color it is. But let's go ahead and delete that one. But I just want to get a close circle shape in size to what the original was. Come on. Okay, something like that. And that's 1.96, so let's just go for an even 2. Get us a nice 2-inch round circle there. Okay, so then we can place this right up into the center. I think that should be the center. Come on. Oh my goodness, I don't know why this is not selecting this. Now I cannot get anything to select. There we go. My left click and drag is not working whatsoever. That's weird. Alright, so, but anyway, that's centered there, and so now we need to go ahead and work on our next row here. So if I just hit Control D to duplicate that, and hold down my Alt and Control, or I'm sorry, Alt and, Alt and Control, that will bring it out in its own equals all the way around. And then I want to go ahead and duplicate that again. Alt and Control. Come out to about right there. Control D to duplicate again. Alt and Control. And we'll make that second one there. Control D again. Alt and Control. Out to about there. Control D the last time. Alt and Control. And let's see, let's go about right there. Okay. So now as you can see, we've got all that in there. This text, let's see, don't have anything unlocked. Don't know why. Well, let me save this here real quick. But I don't know why my sorry, I lost audio there for a minute. Don't know what happened. But yeah, I don't know why my click and drags are not working. It's letting me select stuff individually, but not when I click and drag like it should be. So I am going to just close down Lightburn here for a second. And then reopen it. And let's open that file. Now let's see if it'll let me. Nope, it's still not letting me left click and drag or right click and drag. That is weird. So we're just going to have to struggle through this, and I'll have to figure out why that is here in a bit. But anyway, so what I want to do is I want to select all of these circles now, because in order to use the Boolean tools efficiently, you have to have two objects or two groups of objects. So I want to select all those and hit Control G to group. And then I want to select the outside shape here, if it'll let me. And it's not going to. So if I control click, and that's not even working. There we go. Shift click worked. Alright, so come on, computer. Well, let's try. Nope, it's not going to let me. Ungroup. Alright, so let's try this now. Computer. Why, oh why is it always when I am trying to do a video? Control G to group this. There we go, now it's working. Jeez. So shift and select this group and then go to my weld, and now that's welded those all together. So now all you have to worry about is my base plate down here. Let's see here, how does this have? So basically, I guess it's just another little bit of an outline around there. So if I select this one and add in an outline, let's go say 5, and let's try 6. There we go, that looks good. Okay, now I want to select that with this outer one, and I want to weld all those, and actually I want to trim away this piece right here. So if I should have done it before I did that, but we'll just do it this way. So we'll use that as the trim piece. Select both of those and just hit, nope, should be this one. There we go. Trim that away, and I think that's pretty much what he was looking for. I don't see anything else that needs to be changed or fixed. Oh, this text up here could actually be... oh, now my click and drag decides to work. Jeez. So let's fix that up a little bit, like so. That looks pretty good. And it looks like we have a finished product there. So just a real quick down and dirty. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not centered, I don't believe. Let me put this up here. Yeah, you know what? It's pretty dang close. Let's see here. Let me bump this over. It's pretty dang close to what that was. I think it was just an optical illusion that it looked like it was off some, but to me it's still something does not look right there. Do it this way. I should have aligned all of them before I welded them all together, but yeah, it's off just a fraction of a hair, but not too shabby for a quick down and dirty. That's the basic of it, and I'll go ahead and send this over to the gentleman that had inquired about getting help with this, and hope it maybe helps someone else out too.